A tremendous global sell-off in equities has found investors on the back foot on this Monday morning. Many of the Asian equities are down 4 to 5%, and Europe is also reeling under pressure. The US markets are expected to open also quite weak on the back of a more than 530 point drop in the Dow Jones Industrial Average on Friday. Now, all blame is being thrown at China. They're saying that just because China is slowing down, the world is suffering in the bargain because a slower growth in China means that there's a lesser demand for commodities and therefore the emerging markets are suffering in the bargain. Now, there is no doubt that China's growth is slowing dramatically, but do not forget the fact that the Chinese government is sitting with an arsenal of measures which they can use to calm the situation. Although Shanghai Composite Index fell over 8% today, the People's Bank of China could do many more things in days and months to come. For example, the reserve ratio requirement in China is 18.5%, which means they do have a lot of gap to be able to fight back should the situation worsen dramatically in China. And therefore, they are in a situation where they can try and bring growth back from an ugly situation. But do not therefore blame everything on China. Do not forget the fact that there are ridiculous valuations even in other parts of the world. For example, let's take the US. The private tech valuations are beyond compare. A lot of money has been plowed into these tech companies, the private tech companies, without taking into consideration any part of the profitability. They are only on the basis that someday in the future these companies could become profitable and yield rich dividends to the investors. That's not true. I mean, who knows? You could just be throwing in money left, right, and center, and these may take 5 to 10 years. These are called unicorns in the technical language, and they are very much suspect to trouble should the stock markets, global stock markets, go into any further free fall from here. Reason? Because of that, there will be less money available with the fund managers to invest in these private tech companies. Their valuations will come down, and the money that is being given to these private tech companies for free will start getting withdrawn. So you will see less of money being given to those startups which have been engaged in online marketing, for example. Watch out for these companies. I think they're in for a very rough ride in the months to come. And I think most of the fall you will start seeing would be very soon. And not only that, you see many other valuations in other parts of the world. For example, even in emerging markets, as you know, the debt levels of companies are very high. So, and I'm excluding China in this respect. So they have been flush with liquidity, and liquidity has been used by these companies to prop up their expenditure schedules, and all of this could really come to suffer if uh, the money starts getting withdrawn, if the calls are made for their debts to be paid, and this is not going to be a very happy situation for emerging markets either. So the question is that is this bloodshed which is going on in the global stock markets, is it going to continue for a long period of time, or do we see any breather? Well, I think it should continue for another 2 more days, and then you should see some breather. The reason being that no rise or no fall takes place in one straight line. So Thursday onwards, you should start seeing some rebound in global stock markets. I have mentioned many times before that any rebound, however, will be purely temporary in nature. When will markets fall next? Stay tuned for my further uh, forecasts on the outlook for the global stock markets. Just one more thing before I wind up for now is the fact that a lot of fund managers are using today's fall and last week's fall to claim that this may be an excellent buying opportunity for investors. Now, what kind of investors? Those who are in for like a few weeks, a few months, a few years. Do not get carried away. Every time there's a fall does not mean there is a buying opportunity. There may be more fall coming in. At what point of time should you enter and what point of time you should exit? Stay tuned. But I don't think this is really the right time to enter. Today is not the right day. At least wait for some more time. And if you really want me to tell you at what point of time you really should be investing in stocks, at least weather out the next few days and I'll and get back more information for you. Thanks. Take care. Happy investing.